every time.
Tried and true. 6:52. Sorry, Bree. I just like the praying.
What? I
okay.
like to pray.
Okay.
Man. Can't believe you're calling me out.
I'm not calling you out. I just, you know.
are.
Okay. 6:53. Let's go over to the phones and get Dr. Vince Akimoto on. He just called in. And we haven't heard from him in a minute. Good morning, Doc.
Hi, Doc.
Hi, good morning, guys. Thanks for all the hard work you're doing. It feels like we're waking up to a good morning, and hopefully things will continue to get better through the weekend. The reason for the call, I think, is that we're walking around the island whenever we have a chance to get some fresh air and noticing that there really is a lot of people that are trying their best to stay healthy, get exercise. And I think as we, get through this together, there's still the recognition that there's a lot of work to be done. And, there's a lot of people that have not been working, and they have been, I think, been waiting to be told what to do that could, help our community move forward. And so, not to beat around the bush, but it is irresponsible of the director of Parks and Rec to let the facilities on Guam, which our people are using, be in such a state of disrepair that it just feels like we've abandoned our whole island. I mean, walking up to the Dedido Sports Complex, going to the beaches on Guam, looking at the schools, looking at all the recreational facilities on Guam, it's as if, the director of Parks and Rec just gave up. And I believe it's a new person who was brought in because the last guy couldn't get the swimming pools fixed. I'm calling out the director of Parks and Rec guy and saying, dude, if you thought you were going to come in and just sit around and collect a paycheck, just go away. You're doing a terrible job, and you're doing a disservice to the frontline healthcare providers. You're trying to get people healthy and keep people healthy, and then they have this trash to look at. I mean, so I don't know who the director of public health is.
John Birch. I believe the acting director is John Birch.
I think he used to be a teacher or educator. I mean, it is just terrible what Simon Sanchez High School, the front part, looks like. And he might claim that's not his responsibility, but if he's an educator, if he's somebody that cares about Guam, what's he doing? I mean, there is no social distancing issue at Simon Sanchez High School front yard. There's nobody there except stray booney dogs. And there's a school up in Geo, I don't know what the name is, but that place looks like it's worse than Simon Sanchez. So I'm calling out the director of public health right now. He needs to wake up, get moving. Nagasgas, Guam, we're going to get out of this. And I don't want people to wake up and get going and realize that we're in worse shape than we were before the coronavirus. There are 5,000 people, government of Guam employees, getting a paycheck, getting benefits. You could use them, and we challenged you to do this when you first came in, Mr. Director. What are you doing? And why are you not doing something? We have a whole weekend where people could be working. So get out of your bed, do something. Scratch yourself if you have to, but we need to get to work. This is humiliating that people are working so hard to save lives, and then when they go out to the parks, to the villages of Guam, it is filthy out there. Shame on you.
Well, that definitely came out of...
Are a wreck.
Yeah.
Parks and Rec are a wreck. And if Mr. Birch is the guy that's responsible, he's getting a big paycheck to watch it be a wreck. So he needs to wake up.
Mm-hmm. Well, I got to thank you, Doc, because you've been on this message since the beginning. Yeah. And we're, a month into this, and you're still saying the same thing, and it's unfortunate.
Well, we're going into a weekend, so hopefully we can make it up. 'Cause Monday morning, I don't want to wake up and the parks on Guam look like this, because we're going to get out of this. Mm-hmm. People are going to get back to work. People are going to get back to playing with their kids and being with their grandparents. But there is no excuse for Department of Government of Guam directors to be sitting around waiting to be told what to do. So if you're waiting for me to say it, get up, get moving. Let's get Guam better. I mean, the schools need to be getting ready. I mean, at the very least, we should have summer school. So, again, your vacation's over. Get up and get to work.
There you go. Fire up the riding mower.
Have a good morning, sir.
Thank you, Doc.
Thanks.
Bye-bye. You too, Bree. Bye-bye.
Okay. There you go, Dr. Vince Akimoto, and his message for the day. You're kind of on the peripheral of COVID-19, but yeah, the governor said the parks are closed, but you can go there for your individual mental and physical exercise. And I mean, I think he's got a point. There's 5,000 non-essential government employees that I think are becoming a little more essential every day.
Yeah.
As we get deeper into this, mandatory social isolation and lockdown. I mean, he has a good point. They could. I used to cut grass for a living, man, and it's not there's a way you could do it by yourself. There's a way you could have one guy in a bush cutter off on the side. You get the riding mower. So yeah, maybe we'll get the Parks and Rec director on the line. Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see. But good points there from Dr. Akimoto. It's 6:58. We are KUAM FM in Hagåtña, Guam. It's the KUAM News Takeover of Guam's favorite I-94. Coming up, we got Dr. Hohen Wen, the call in. And then also this morning, we're getting the Assistant Secretary of the Interior.
For Insular Affairs.
Intergovernmental
Affairs. Douglas Dominich.
Yeah, so he's going to be calling in at 8. Also expecting to hear from a couple senators as your Guam legislature wrapped up their emergency session by passing a few bills and not passing, noticeably, some others. So it is Friday the 17th of April. Good morning, Guam.
Hoffaday, I'm Jonah Goncharfris, senior producer for KUAM News, and I'm sure you are probably tired